Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you.
Hello there, it's Darth Zusi, and ended up with like the fattest fucking dizzy spell the moment I hit live. Because that fucking makes sense, you know? Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome to my stream. I'm exhausted. For no fucking reason. I haven't done anything today. Fucking done anything today. But you know what we are going to do? What we are going to do.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
25 months. Sorry I've not been around much, life is crazy, but I love your face and hope you're doing okay, heart.
Hi, Kara! If it makes you feel better, I've been gone too! Thank you for 25 months. If my mic is too loud, please let me know. I'm slowly pushing myself back into doing things. Because I ended up with the fattest brain fog, the fattest depression spell, the fattest ass, so just slowly getting back into life. How have you been doing? Just gonna turn some music back on. Cool. I missed ya. Sorry to hear. It's okay. I'm slowly getting my life back in order. I'm gonna be moving again in a few months. I'm gonna be back near Isaac, so I'll be around my people. I'll be able to travel again. So, slowly getting things back to where my life needs to be. But it still kind of sucks. But I have fixed ups and downs, quit my shitty job, now I'm preparing to move to Ireland, doing a messed up upbringing. Understandable. Ireland? Why not Scotland? I'm joking. But seriously, Ireland? That's really awesome. That's really awesome. I would love to go to Ireland, although Scotland is kind of at the top of my list right now. Hopefully it keeps getting better for you. Hopefully! I've started to export my recent Twitch VODs to YouTube. I have a Twitch plan. I have a YouTube plan. So, as long as I can continue to be me and heal myself, things will go good. And I cannot recommend it enough. Well, here's the thing. In my family heritage, I am American, 100%. But my family heritage is Scottish and Irish. I just kind of resonate with the Scottish a little bit more. Oh, I also did my nails yesterday. Look how nice they look. But learning how to play keyboard and mouse with nails again has been fucking hilarious. Like, I have a can of Dr. Pepper right here that I can't open. Well, I can't open it. It's just gonna take me 5,000%. I'm launching... I have 2 YouTube channels. One that's only for Twitch. They're just like $5 press-ons. One is gonna be for just the Twitch VODs and any highlights I make. And then the other one, I'm gonna try to do like Let's Play style videos. We'll see how that goes. I haven't been able to do a lot of video editing lately though, for the main reason of I cracked my iPad screen. I don't know if I'll be able to show it all. Because this is how I do my video editing.
Without the council. And without you.
I'll be able to get a glare going. There we go. You can see it's cracked. We're working on it. I just have to wait until I go back to Maryland again, because Isaac is going to pay for it to get fixed. He also is going to pay for me to get a spa day, which I'm really looking forward to. Your girl needs a spa day. I also got a messed up haircut. I'm not really going to say it's messed up. I went in to get a bob. And I got a bob. It's just shorter than I can shorter than expected. So you know how usually when you go do a bob, they like start in the front and they like shape your hair? Well, they didn't do that. I got a girl, she was fresh out of Cosmo school. She's just starting her career and she started in the back. So it's shorter than expected. But that's the thing, hair grows back. And I am gonna be dyeing my hair soon. I just haven't decided if I'm gonna be going back to blonde or if I'm gonna be dyeing my hair orange, like ginger orange. So, I wasn't gonna sit there and get mad at her because it turned out great. Don't get me wrong, it took me a few days to get used to it. I wasn't about to scream at a girl starting her career. I just said, hey, isn't quite what I was going for. If I book with you again, we're gonna start in the front next time. And she goes, okay. The spa manager was like, okay. So I ended up not having to pay full price for my haircut. Like, you can't even see, like, when I do this, you can't even see. I love black nail polish. But it wasn't terrible. Yeah, Yeah. Some people would say that's me being too much of a pushover, but at the same time, I don't see the use in screaming at people for stuff like that. Mistakes can't, like, Isaac's had terrible haircuts in the past. This is, like, my second terrible haircut. The very first time I cut my hair short, I was like 14. My mom cut my hair lopsided, and I had to live like that for a year until I got to visit my dad, and he went to go fix my hair. But it looks good. I haven't washed it in a few days, so that's why it looks a little raggedy, but when it's washed and styled, it looks great. It's not the worst by... Oh no, it's not the worst. Like, it turned out surprisingly well. Where's my hairbrush? My hairbrush is all the way back there. I'm not... Like, I've even gone so far as I've been training my hair to, like, do the side part. And to take my hair out of the side part, I still somehow end up with it, but... it doesn't look bad. So, I'm not mad about it. And it's still technically at my chin. So, I'm still working at GameStop for now. If I don't hear back from one of the jobs I interviewed for in the next week, I will probably end up applying for Costco in Maryland, and that's okay. If you see me stopping to catch my breath, I'm actually extremely dizzy today. Thank you. Hydrate or dihydrate? I am hydrating with Dr. Pepper, as always. Though my brain keeps expecting to see a ponytail from how I'm... That's what everybody is saying. They're just like, you always wear your hair in a ponytail. 9 times out of 10, if I'm rocking a ponytail 99% of the time, it's because I don't want to deal with it. I hated long hair on me. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks good. And I'll rock a long-haired wig and do all that fun stuff. But I will not. I hate long hair on me. I'm too lazy some days. Like, this is like, I can't even put this into a ponytail. That's how short it is. Usually when I cut my hair, I still make sure it's short enough, like, long enough to where I can put it into a ponytail. This shit ain't going in a ponytail. Long hair is very much as a blessing and a curse. And I told Isaac, is like, if we ever have, like, daughters, that their hair is staying short until they can take care of it themselves. I don't know how my aunt insists on having, like, long hair for all of her daughters. I don't know how my sister does it. Like, even my mom got sick of her long hair and was just like, yeah, buzz it off. Buzz off. For me, it's more so my head gets heavy. I hate it. I'm gonna pull up a spreadsheet real quick. Wrong fucking one. I love how the last time I streamed, I said I was gonna cut back on the cussing because I'm gonna be posting stuff to YouTube again. And here I am. Fucking cussing. No, I will not have a swear jar, bitches. Oh, I got a few new games I have to add to my streamed list. Let's go ahead and do that while I'm baking. It's fine. I finally got one of the horror games I was looking forward to. It's a survival horror based in Norse mythology, which I'm really excited for. ASP. So it's gonna go after Assassin's Creed. But I've also got Odyssey I have to add on here. Okay, and then one under. ASPULOV. Also, tell me if you can hear my keyboard because I fixed some settings. It's one that I've had on my list for a long time. Let's see. Devil May Cry, which is D. I've been getting into Phasma again since I have a friend who's been getting on with me to play. Right. I'll play every so often with Lily and Philip. Well, no keyboard sounds. That means I can go back to playing Final Fantasy on stream. And then Close to the Sun. Oh, the keyboard smashing. Well, no, it's funny because I put these nails on yesterday and it's just like, okay, 5 minutes after it, I load up Final Fantasy to realize that they're longer than what I'm used to, if you could see that. Like, also, fabulous glittery one. And I'm having to relearn how to play Final Fantasy with nails! If I'm too loud, let me know. That means I just have to turn my mic down. I'm also still waiting for Jess to finish dinner because she was making something really good and I'm really excited. It's the extra challenge. I think I spent like an hour and a half earlier trying to set it up on my PlayStation as well for my controller. So... I don't give a fuck anymore because my brother is snoring. If I'm loud, that means I need to fix things. Because all of my sound settings got reset after not streaming for a while. So I'm always afraid I'm either too soft, but then I end up being too loud. So if I'm too loud, let me know. And it's 2:20 in the morning. Ooh, pretty control. Yeah. I'm actually getting a new Switch next week. My Switch is being fucky wucky. My Switch is being fucky wucky, so I have to get a new one. I'm still using my current Switch for the time being. Like, this is honestly good. Okay. Good. Good! Only when you excited you got loud. I know, I'm learning to pull away from my mic a little bit when I start to get too excited. I kind of look for, like, I'm looking for a place of my own. Possibly. Because I like my own space. Can I have the old? I need to turn it in, however. I can get you a discount on one. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna move the mic so you can see the sleeping Eevee. Okay, finding a place is difficult. About a week after I quit, the department supervisor handed in his notice, which I'm taking as a sign that I left at a good time. I mean, God, my hair looks a mess. It's been a while since I've just sat on Dream and chatted with someone. Food is the best food. It is, actually. Like, that was one of my favorite things to do, was to eat my meal while I chatted with y'all before I played games. It's still one of my favorite things to do. Like, it gave me hella accountability. You ready for this crunch? Permanent place will be when Isaac and I move in together. I just would like the chance to live on my own, by myself. No roommates, nothing. Chance to just be me in a space for a little bit. We're gonna just enjoy the pause music for a minute. Mind cleaning? That's not something that bothers me so much. I mean, depression nesting is a thing. Let's take a look at my costume real quick. I always tidy up whenever somebody's coming over, and that's my toxic trait. Like, seriously. I think that one's gonna be Miyabi. I know one of them's Kamarabi. But then who is that other hero? Like, I need this information in my life. So I guessed it. Brussels sprouts, just so you know. get to see Poppy. That's all I want, is to see Poppy. But I don't think we'll be progressing the main story tonight. No. We've got too much side content. Like... You know what? We're gonna go back to the thing. Let's go back to the title screen real quick. As far as heroes go, he's fairly hot. That was a main character. Like, we're gonna go to the event theater, and we're gonna watch this, like, the cutscene that broke my heart. Like... We're just gonna watch this cutscene, and we're gonna relive this together. Like...
Sparks! It's just a metal grate! Why can't I break it?
Call it, Noah! They've stripped us of our powers. There's no way for us to break it. Just give it a rest.
How can I give it a rest? We have to get through! We have to get Mio out!
I sobbed this entire scene.
Surprisingly well behaved. I half expected you to have blown a hole in the wall by this point. Or what? Have you resigned yourself wholly to your plight? Knowing the extent of my power, did you come to gloat? Where's Mio? The girl you'll find.
Just so you know, this is the backstory. When you start the game with Noah and Mio, Mio only has 3 months left to live. And in this part of the story, we're down to her final 30 days. And we get captured by the baddies. So this is where we are.
Is in the cell beside you. Huh? Call out her name, why don't you? Your voice at least should reach. Oh, I see. You still cling to a sliver of hope. You recall, I wanted to stage a little sideshow. You expecting applause? It's the homecoming. Huh? I'm glad you catch on quick. With the eclipse, 1 month from now, the girl will meet her long-awaited end. Why don't we honor it at the castle? Make it a day to remember. Well, does that not please you? What a magnificent
This part of the stream is
sideshow it
probably
will
gonna get
be.
muted, but that's okay.
Oh yes. I almost forgot to tell you something. You are now aware of the cycle of rebirth, yes? There is an exception. Those whose flame is snuffed out during a homecoming will not return. You monster! Ah! So weak. Amusingly so. Right now, all of you put together don't have the strength of a single soldier. Not even these flimsy iron bars yield to your efforts. Try all you like, but you cannot escape. No amount of toil will help you there. You feel the anguish, crippling despair. That is the hubris of fools who cling blindly to their hopes, only to find them dashed on the rocks. Of dreamers crushed under the sheer weight of reality. Of abject failures.
Fuck you, N. Sorry. I'll go back to being quiet.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
That's enough! You're just gonna break your hands.
I don't care! I'll shatter every bone in my body! If that's what it takes!
Just stop! Please!
Mio!
That's the thing. The basis of this game is you're born at like 10 years old, you're born at like a teenager, and you're only given 10 years to live. Which, if you see the mark on his hand, they're called terms. From the moment you are born, you're fighting a war. And so these 6 break away from that war to try to find a way to break this cycle. They don't know what love is. Earlier in this chapter, they met a baby for the very first time, right? And so they don't know the concept of love. They don't know the concept of that, but here it is, you're seeing this raw emotion between them because Noah loves Mio.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. I'm totally fine. I've made my peace. Even if I can never leave here, I'm content. I'll live on in others.
It's a dark game, okay?
Knowing that is enough for me. Please, don't worry.
And it's like, these are 2 people from opposing sides who've come together and became really good friends. I know, Mio is in her last term, so she's almost to that auto death.
Hey, why do you think it is that they look like Noah and Mia?
Like I know. Why aren't you asking yourself? When we kick the bucket, we're reborn in those cradles, right? Maybe it's somehow connected to that.
You think they're the same people? Is that even possible? Strange. Regardless, why would they do this? What possible purpose could all this serve? It's almost like they're toying with us just for kicks.
You know, they've all been like that. When they took away lives, it was like they were enjoying it.
That's really true?
Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
It seemed natural to laugh when happy. And yet, N had sadness in eyes, it seemed. Like Sparky did. He's Mobius, our sworn enemy.
We really are hopeless. Can't believe we're stuck in here behind these snuffing bars.
It wouldn't be much of a prison if they didn't perform that function. Come on.
Was there even any point in all this? And everything we've done?
Of course there was.
Huh?
At least, we gave them hope.
This entire time, I think I spent a total of like an hour and a half like crying.
At first, even when Guernica said he was 6 times older, it didn't click.
past 10 years was pure
This
greed.
doesn't make
I
any
thought.
sense to you. I'm just gonna relive this
But
with you.
now, I'm scraping for whatever I can get.
What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, the bitch queen herself.
Where do you think you're going?
Where do you think I'm going?
You know I can't allow this.
Excuse me?
That's a direct order. Don't be stupid.
Whatever. Up yours.
Look, the castle is on maximum alert now. Are you in that much of a hurry to get back behind bars?
Yes.
This ain't like the time we
Great
ambushed
Escape?
Killers, when we had the element of
You
surprise.
fucking saw it.
After all they did for me, I can't just leave them. We don't have time for this.
And I'm telling you, it's suicide. Noah entrusted everything to us. Hope, the future. Get that through your skull.
Gondor.
You?
No! This song. Listen to this song.
Here I am, staring at my own palms. I feel the warmth of your hand. I thought I'd be forever by your side, protecting you, assuming that's what you wanted to. I had no clue that we had nothing between us. Perhaps I was so scared to know the truth. Now that you're gone, and yet your love is still embracing me, I'm at a loss. I need you with me. It's like I'm drowning, as if I've lost the way. But you always appear, as if you guide my way. I thought I could do it all. I had my confidence, but now I'm left alone with no one by my end. I knew my faults, but I pretended I didn't know.
This fucking bitch.
I'm not the kind
Shania,
you know.
What are you doing here?
I see you
got a little update for you. This'll be good. The day your friend departs this world. What did you call it? Homecoming? That's the day I've decided to have myself killed too.
Shania, you're Iris.
Yep. This right here is proof that I've joined their ranks. And your little friend will vanish from this world forever. But I will be born once again. Just the way I should be. That's just the reaction I was hoping for. Ah, it's beautiful. I hope
Fucking
I can
bitch.
make that face too when I meet my enemies on the battlefield.
Piss off, Eyesore.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll be gone soon. Pretty much as soon as your friend will.
It was so obvious, looking back. I knew that something was off about her. I knew deep down. I just...
I know what's coming.
I didn't want to
and I
believe
can
that
feel
we were the
tears
same.
coming.
You're not the same. Is that Mimi? I was watching you, trying so hard. You've saved us so many times, never giving up. You helped us get here. Sometimes, you can be really hard on yourself. I think that's why you've always been so hungry, always striving for more.
Yeah.
Come now. I know you've touched so many lives. I think we've all seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I see it now. I'm sorry.
Come on. You really need to stop saying that you're sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right. Don't give up. Because time is still on our side.
So then, tomorrow.
Do you think an off-seer can ever reach others? You know, I thought our lives were like our music. Always in our hands, under our control. I wasn't facing the truth. Even if I could reach people, I wouldn't be able to save them. I should have known that.
Here's the thing. This isn't even the end of the game.
It's unbearable. Seeing life slip away from you. Even though they're right there. What am I even doing?
It's dark out, huh? No moon.
Huh?
But the starlight is so nice and warm.
Mio.
Hey, when the two of us first met, you asked me if I wanted to survive.
Yeah?
I replied, I didn't mind either way.
Yeah.
I'll correct that. Now I want to live. To live and learn a whole lot more. Noah, there's so much for us to see.
Finally. You called me by my name.
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess I felt that if I did, my heart would downright break. Because I'd be admitting the truth.
Mio.
But you know, these feelings that grew within me, they're thanks to you. That's why you're not allowed to say it's been for nothing. You've enriched my life, Noah. That's clear now.
Mio.
I need the emotional support, Evie.
You know, I don't want this to be it. If I were given the chance, if this road I've walked were to keep on going, I'd like to spend that time with my Noah.
Not over here. She kept track of her days left in a notebook. Thanks, computer. For anyone joining us, just know, major spoilers!
Queen Nia! Queen Nia! Queen Nia!
Trace our ancestry back 1,000 years, and you will find an Offseer carrying out the first homecoming. Now, in Agnes, no fewer than 999 lives have returned themselves to me. It is an auspicious day. I believe such is your view. Yet, for me, it is a day that brings heartache. I wish nothing more than the safe return of all life born of me. Such is my eternal hope. To come home is to
Quite
find
the elaborate
comfort.
production.
It is
Fancy
but a single tear
another
drop
puppet
from
on
the
display.
stream.
Assuming Monica's intel was true.
And yet,
It's all been so
though the
pointless.
grief in my heart
Fighting for that
subside,
thing.
Today,
She's a phony, that's what she is. Even if it's her in the flesh up there,
choose to smile.
I'll rip her off her high horse.
Yes, for she is the 1,000th
You think,
soul to welcome
They're
her
gonna
home
execute
coming.
us too after this.
Yes. Yes, they will.
Guess so.
You hear it? Do you
So
not?
it's
Here,
back into the cycle.
now echoes her voice.
Back into the same old crap
She was
again.
born of me.
They don't
And
actually
now
execute them.
returns.
Spoilers.
Wish we could have gone a little further.
Same here.
Listen well, lest we
The
forget
key's in Gondor's
who
hands
she
now.
once was.
I think we've done enough.
She whose life expires
Yeah,
with the
we've
hour
passed
of
the
eclipse.
torch. Now, it's up to the city.
Shut up!
Engrave
Keep it
this
quiet.
into your heart, as she now returns to me. Ad perpetuum rei memoriam.
Noah, giving up? Now, of all time?
I don't want to give up. But we're trapped here. Our blades. I hope at least she can Go in peace.
Of course Noah trapped. Noah still not tried to draw Lucky 7.
Huh?
Remember? Back when Riku give wisdom? When need of true power, sword will appear.
Yeah. I remember.
Today is day of need. Even at edge, facing sheer drop, must never give up.
Riku.
Riku.
Mimi!
Mio! 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 Pick it up. You're an Offseer, so send her.
Fuck you, N!
What's wrong? Go on, send her. Isn't that your role? Isn't she your Mio?
No! We'll talk about it here in a second, okay? I'm already hydrated.
It's been fun, Noah.
Mio.
We'll talk about this. I'm gonna play the next part, okay? I'm not gonna sit here leaving you there. The thing about it is, they've gone through this over and over and over again. For God knows
Well
how
then,
fucking
you've made
long.
your choice. Are you happy with how it turned out? Is this how you wanted the future to be?
Where am I?
All this time, you've been repeating the same aimless actions. All to keep the world this way. And yourself. Once more today, you've lost the one you cherished most. Are you sad? If you could, would you try again? Or would you rather linger in the endless now?
These ones are a little bit shorter. I know we haven't had any like real gameplay this stream. That's okay.
Noah! Noah! Look at this! We finally managed to activate the Ouroboros stone! Though we don't understand it fully, some functions may still remain hidden. But still, even in its current state, the power it's releasing is more than enough. With this in hand, we can fulfill the wish entrusted to us by the Queen.
You mean, take back the world from Mobius?
Yes, definitely.
3 more months. That's all we need. Mio.
So impotent. Did you really think you could stem the tide with the paltry power that you possess? Oh, you who floats in the currents, you must yield. Abandon all you are.
Like, this was one of the biggest, like, top 10 anime twists of all fucking time.
Morning. You really should have dozed a while longer.
Oh. Good morning.
Wanna eat? Wait, I forgot
Like,
you
this
don't like
is
to
more
eat right after
heartbreaking than
waking.
Clan Ad.
No, I'll have some.
Tomorrow's the day. The final battle against Mobius. We've come a long way to get here. Now it'll finally be over. It's fine. I've got 3 whole days. 3 days is plenty. I'm sure we'll be golden.
Oh, you who floats in the currents. You must yield. Did I not tell you?
Yield what?
How many times has it been now?
Mio.
Well, at least he gets a do-over.
Please, no.
This is basically the backstory for M. What's the next one? This is another time in their life.
Noah, how can you betray us like this?
He's just gonna abandon us? You have the Ouroboros stone now. What the fuck are you thinking?
He trusted you. He followed you for all this time.
Noah!
Noah! Where did you go? Noah!
And in each rendition,
Are you sure it wasn't for yourself?
No. This isn't me.
You only cared about yourself.
No. I didn't.
he's basically being shown every single failure. This one hurt me the most.
Strong lungs on that one. Heard him all the way outside.
He looks just like Daddy.
Wow, calling him out.
I would have said Mummy.
Our hopes and dreams made into a little person. You'll lead the way to a new world. A new way of
But
life.
this basically proved that they can still procreate
Yeah.
even though they have a 10-year lifespan. It's a little weird to me, but that's okay.
What about his name? I don't think we ever agreed on one.
It's your call. You're good at naming, aren't you?
No. I don't think that's a good idea. It's probably best if I don't.
I thought you'd say that. Right. I'll do it. Okay?
No.
Here's what we'll call him then.
No, we don't actually get to find out his name. At least I don't think so. Though I have my theories. I have my theories. And here we go, heartbreak all over again. This is just what we need. Man, this game loves to break your heart. I know, right? It's almost like I have been saying that from the beginning.
I hope that the future will be kinder to you.
Like, I thought this was a villain origin story for their child. Turns out it's not.
Daddy
you know
will
what
have
these
to go
golden
soon.
motes mean.
All right? But you know, your daddy's and mummy's love, our life, will always be within you. You'll never be alone. Things will get tough. You'll be hurt. You have a whole host of things to go through as you head into the future. A time might come when you'll be on the verge of giving up. But you have to keep going. Make friends. Keep them close to you, always. That's what Daddy and Mummy did. We're with you. Now and forever.
Okay, okay, I'll stop breaking your heart. We'll get to the good part. This game is evil. This game is creeping up to my top 3 favorite games of all time.
There are 2 roads set before every individual. The left, the right. What lies down the road you choose? Is it hope or despair? It repeats and repeats as you make countless endless choices. You too, like everyone, have been making them all along.
Hips hurt.
If the results satisfy, that is well and good. But if they do not satisfy, what then? Will you weep, battered by grief? Or howl, seething with rage? Have you never prayed that time would simply stop? Have you wished the now would last forever? Your 2 lives, thriving and persisting far beyond homecoming, surpassing the system of the world. I was fascinated, even beguiled by you. My name is Zed, the ruler of this world. I shall grant your desire. So you have chosen, then, the endless now.
Well, here we go. All he wanted was to be with his love. But wait. I'm telling you, the heartbreak low-key stops in a minute.
And so, you became Mobius. So that you could live an eternal now together. Is this still your wish? Do you want to ask one more time for time to stop?
Yes. No.
Why is it that you are here? Why did you split from your other self? Why is it that you exist?
Yeah, Noah, why do you exist?
I thought I wanted to know.
Know what?
I became an Overseer because I wanted to know the meaning behind the smile.
Tell me.
I had a friend. As important to me as Lance and Uni or Yoren.
He became what he hated, basically. But then I think a part of his humanity split off, and that's how Noah and Mia became their separate selves in this game.
Noah, will you keep moving?
What?
Me, I'm good here.
Chris, what do you mean, you're good?
Thank you.
Offseers, send off the dead, basically.
Chris, I wondered why he smiled back then. And not just him. Yoren, too. I wanted to know why.
That's why. Why he continued as an Overseer.
For the longest time, I thought they pitied those of us left behind. Sucks to be you. Sorry, guys. I'm checking out early. It'll be tough, but keep your chins up. I figured that's what the smile said. But now, Mio too was smiling. I think I get it now. The meaning behind the smile.
The smile
I think
is
they were
pity.
all content
I'm sorry.
with the way it
I'll
ended.
stop.
Like they were putting us in charge of the future. Telling us to make a world where everyone can smile. But it just breaks my heart that that was the only smile they could choose. And it really shouldn't have been. The world we have now, it doesn't give us the choice to smile. If the world won't let us choose, outside these narrow bounds, I want nothing more than to rip this world apart. I want to repay those smiles. That's why I'm here.
It feels illegal for how
And
long
you won't
these
choose
cutscenes are.
the same path as your other.
Who can tell? I may end up doing that, but I'll change it, no matter what. Because that is the legacy that Mio left me.
You can still
Even
change
if you're
it.
left alone.
Even if I'm alone.
In that case,
Let us walk together.
They changed bodies.
I'm sorry. My hair. It's gotten kinda long. Will you still walk alongside me?
This is where I lost it.
Noah?
This is what caused me to sob longer than I should have. You can see the look in N's face.
What? Impossible. You're... Ouroboros. Does that mean... Back then, the two of you... So... The one who died is...
His Mio died.
Why, Mio? Why would you do this to me? You said you'd be by my side. Mio! All I did for you.
You must have known. The other me. She couldn't follow you anymore. She couldn't go on.
This was the top 10 anime plot twist
Those are
of the
memories.
century!
Continuing uninterrupted since the world was taken captive. A long time ago. Memories of me and him. Why are you showing me this? You are... No. All of you are my repentance. Repentance? How I wanted us to be. You embody all our hopes. Our dreams of how this world should be. Even though you and your friends should never have existed. The fact that you are here is proof enough. So you'll let me live. But if you go through with this, you'll be... To my Noah, the time with me is everything. I just want it to end. Mobius, like me, we can exist only by taking the souls of those that grace this world. Nobody pays the slightest mind to the thoughts and dreams those many lives espouse. We gorge ourselves, covered every ember, just to delay our inevitable ruin. That's why you want to disappear. If I die, maybe he'll see. Maybe he could somehow realize what it is that I
She
wish.
didn't want to become Mobius.
That would be
That's the
enough.
thing. Noah made a deal with the devil, and it included her. And in that deal, she got
It'll be up
trapped.
to you two. To walk the path we ought to have walked. He and I.
The path they ought to have walked.
So it's confirmed. N and M are other versions of Noah and Mio.
The other me. She passed all of her memories on to me. So that I could share everything with you.
Share everything. I have to know. How could you do this? Why are you on their side? What are you talking about? I felt him. With these hands. That sensation. The emotion. It was no illusion. And yet you still became Mobius. Harvesting people. Without even batting an eye. I want to know why. Isn't there a trace left inside you of your old feelings? Because if there was even a little... Feelings, you say? You dare? My feelings... My feelings have never changed. They're the same as they've always been.
Damn, and we thought he was gonna change.
They're for you, Mio. The time I had with you meant everything to me. But now, it's all gone. If she truly is gone, I'll have to redo it all. Watch me rewind our clocks back to the start. Noah, my long shadow, you have stolen her away from me. I will extinguish you and take her back. Mio is mine. She's not yours. She's mine. You are nothing. She belongs only to me. Words won't cut it. I can't get through to him. Mio.
And this is where, this is just a big fight scene, right? Again, I've spent the entirety of my stream, we're doing nothing but watching cutscenes. Breaking the never-ending curse, at Hope's Rest. This is what really fucked me over, because that's what a girl wants. Exactly, they want a crazy guy. This cutscene shows the deal. A madman who's trying to force her to be with him. This cutscene here shows you the deal he made with the devil. I kept Mio's hair long, by the way. I was given the option to make it back short again. I think she looks cool with long hair. Back to our conversation at the start of the stream, where we discussed long hair being a bitch.
Here.
Em was still unsure to the very last whether to show you the memory of this place. But I think it would be best. This place, it was everything to N.
What do you mean?
Well, you see,
This
is where the city once
his
stood.
son.
It did?
It was long ago. The city back then. It was much more prosperous than now. It positively teemed with people.
So then, it must have drawn Mobius's ire even more than now.
There it lies before you, your heart's desire. There is no life within. You must breathe it into her yourself.
Life from the people of the city. You want me to end every one of them?
Why the hesitation? Existing in this place
He was manipulated.
is by itself a result of your own choices.
His desires
You are the
were
one who
dangled in
chose the
front of him.
endless now, are you not? Your response should already be predetermined. Such a shame.
Wait, please!
But it's like, I can kind of get it, though. If I was put through this endless cycle with Isaac, I feel like I might just become the villain myself.
The city's inhabitants were the descendants of M, N, and others who became Ouroboros in the past. In exchange for the lease on life they would get as Mobius, Zed ordered N to kill the city's people. Oh no. Tell me why!
I didn't want to lose anymore.
What do you mean, anymore? Everything we held dear is gone! You took them all away! And you dare talk about your feelings of loss!
Now you will continue to exist as Mobius. The same as myself.
That should have been a red flag, girl, huh?
So you did it! Sealed our fate! Now we can live forever. But this future's been stamped out before its time.
Like...
And... I can't even disappear.
Like... Think about it. This is why I love this game. The twists, the turns, and all that funsy stuff. I'm actually gonna get the gameplay now, because there's stuff I need to not do in the game. But, like... Seriously, though. This game is evil. Heavily, heavily evil. Alright, let me do my daily amiibos. We're gonna do Mifa, because she reminds me of Neo. Evie, I'm gonna have you go back here. Don't worry, we're gonna cuddle when I go to bed later. Time to kick some ass. Alrighty. Let's do Wolf Link. And we will do Ocarina. Class points. Fuck yeah.
Now I'm ready to make some waves.
I can only do 3 amiibos per day. You ranked up. I bet you. Yep, it was land. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my controllers now, because it's a very... So I like... The other controller that I play with isn't amiibo supported. Come on, go ahead and connect. Now I've got my little tiny controller. All right is... Everything is right with the world. What is this one? Culinary repertoire. Repertoire. I really like the combat system for this game as well, because you can change your classes, so if I want Noah to be a healer, Noah's gonna be a healer. Trying to fix my pocket. Cool. Daedal Isle. But also I can play as Mio, which I like playing as Mio. She's probably one of my favorite characters. Let's see. We're not gonna kick some ass, we're gonna do side content. I'm also extremely over-leveled. God, this game is gorgeous. I feel like that's Tantal, but also at the same time I think it's Uriah. Because they mentioned the Urian in here, but you also get a few of the Leftherian Archipelago as well. A tube. You got a tube, man. Agnes Straub, I know. I like watching the Nopon run, they're so cute. We got Riku and Manana.
We might be able to retrieve them.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to fight that thing.
Huh?
Alright.
Is that?
This could be dicey. Up to you.
The only way is through, together. I'm so ready for this.
Go! Make this quick!
Can't let you show me up, Noah.
Go!
Fire!
No more running!
Slap! Dark banner! Get it!
Break!
Dark fire! Multi-black!
Get there!
Wide slash! Can't be happening!
Well, here we go.
This can't
Exactly.
be happening!
Uni, come on! It's too early to act!
Feel the power!
Yeah! Feels just like it should!
Oh shit, I died.
No! No, you can't!
This is what I get for not having a third healer.
I believe in you!
Okay, back on my feet.
Topple!
I've got support covered!
Perfect timing.
Eat it, giant! Ring!
Okay, we're gonna focus on fusion.
Might say the half of it!
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
Group, am I doing okay with the heal? This will keep me going.
I have to hack this thing. Gold.
I'm the one you want. The power!
Now we're in the swing of things. Overfall!
Extended! Slap!
This power. We can do this.
I can feel it in my bones.
Let's pile on the pressure!
Bring it on.
Topple!
Don't anybody at level 3.
Go!
Eat it.
Crusher! We'll finish it here!
How about something like this? Let Manana handle. Everyone get ready.
Riku first in line.
Then we're gonna do And then we're gonna do you. Which you're in the front, so in the front.
Oh, we're not done yet.
I might have fucked up this chain, but it's okay. Okay, I get Uni back.
I use my thinking muscles for this one.
I use my thinking muscles for this one. Alright, we're gonna do a heal.
I'll start us off.
We're going to do a Uni. And then... yeah, I think I fucked this one up.
We can go all night.
This should be our plan of attack.
Maybe not. I might have just... okay.
I get first dibs.
I'll follow your lead.
This'll end it.
Let's bring it home! You're finished!
I did it!
Put out all the stuff! Alright!
Alright.
Riku first in line.
Neo.
I can follow that up.
Heroic chain. Point limit. Yes! And then no.
How about this?
We did it.
This isn't the end! This is the decider!
Look at all the damage it's doing.
You're finished!
Don't mind me, I'm just here to end it.
Get ready. They're still standing.
3-1.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's get back on the offensive.
Energy grenade!
Got you overboard.
I'm not going to be able to use the lucky 7, but it's fine.
We upset them? Fatal smash!
Feel that? Oh yeah!
The strength! It's amazing!
Final phase!
Can't be happening. I'll get you ship-shape in no time. Uni, come on! It's too early to rest. Do it, Tyon.
In your face!
Fucking fast now, mate.
Not
They're sparking me yet!
Healing's on the way. Hold on.
Overboard! They're sparking me
Am I
yet!
doing okay with the heals?
Cheers for that.
Everyone, I'm sorry.
No! No, you can't! Go for it, Tyon.
Very well.
No more ouchies. Multi-black! My three! This! Here!
Boom!
Just a little more.
Power ring! If you know her, I can fight on. Time for the full finish! Radiant ring!
In your face!
Over and over!
We can do this.
Strong enough to punch your lights out!
Dark banner!
Soul is hacked. Pointy stick. Okay.
We made it out alive. Thanks to Tyron's direction, no doubt.
It worked.
Lands arts. Pointy stick.
Got something for you.
Aquatic missile. Cool. Anybody unlock a class? So fucking close, you, Mio. Alright, you've unlocked them. You've unlocked that one.
Because you carried the plan out to the letter, Mio.
So that was what was referred to as like a unique monster. How do I get up? Oh, it's over there. A unique monster, I have to fight them so I can hack their souls to get stuff for Lanza's class.
Oh man,
Which I think is a
they've
really
gone
cool
and done
one.
it now.
But I also think we should have gotten it a little bit earlier in the game. Because we fight unique monsters as we go. I'm gonna take you.
This is something decent, right?
You. Magitech.
Oh, a container. Oh, seriously? It's right there, but there's no way to it.
We'll find a way to get to it.
Topographical info updated.
Hello
This is
there,
something
darling.
decent, right?
How are you doing? Hello. You catched me on a potato night. We're just gonna jump down and get this container.
What are you hiding, little guy?
I'm hiding the will to live. I just realized it's a little far. Let's hope I don't scream again tonight, because I tend to do that. I hate that item. Thank you. Armu Bailey. We met IRL the other day. Insert your job here and I'll disclose that on the internet. Oh no! Everybody here knows I work for the game of the stops. Nice to finally see you stream. Thank you! It's been a tiring couple of days, so... Oh. I have a feeling...
How am I supposed to be? Banana filled with great expect.
Oh, no, we're gonna run away. Goodbye! Goodbye. Holy hell. Holy hell, do you see all of these dinosaurs? All of these dinosaurs want to see my life come to an end. Are you Immovable Gonzalez? Are you Immovable Gonzalez? Sir.
That's gonna be a tough fight.
Meh. Stop that!
Oh, over there! Monsters have cornered someone.
Let's go help.
I bet with all the students and whatnot being back. Yeah. 100%.
Oh my God, I'm the one you want.
I just wanted to see if that was a move. No, it's not a movable Gonzalez.
Topple!
Come on, cheer up!
I'm the one you want. Enemies broken away from me.
Yeah, so it is a little bit busy at this thing. Brain no think. I was gonna say something, but brain no think. The brain no thinky.
Let's do it, Tyon. You've got edge. Come on, cheer up, guys. This'll keep me going.
No more running.
That gorilla is going to target me, and I'm gonna be messed up.
Go!
And I will cry.
There's spark in me yet.
Quit being an idiot and stay back. But how are you? How are you this beautiful night?
Still alive there, mate?
Are you ones who helped me?
That right? Manana and friends come to rescue.
Manana and friends come to
Today is
rescue.
good day for meeting Nopon. Well, now it's time to go home.
Time to go home.
Now it's time to wait.
What?
I have to
Manana
extra
has
sleep
requests
since
to
it's
make
4
of
a.m.
Peppa.
I know.
Please
But I
take Manana
enjoyed
as
you
a
being
apprentice.
here tonight, Kara.
Thank
I
you for
missed your
help, but I'm
beautiful
afraid
face.
that
Good
impossible.
night.
Why? Is it against personal doctrine to take apprentice?
I not need disciple, that all. But there another thing. Use precious tool of trade
Tim
for
Papa.
walloping, that's simply inexcusable. Pot is for cooking, not bashing. Tim Papa cannot teach people who disrespect tools in such manner. In any way, Nopon who's so influenced by humans is not good thing.
That's unnecessary.
How was the soccer
Why
game? Did
you
DC
two
win?
travel with humans?
Please tell me DC United won.
No, that
I'll be
irrelevant.
sad.
But Nopon have always lived a distance from humans.
See, Isaac
So
is
those are
excited.
reasons
You're
why I not
sad.
teach you.
No!
Manana, understand.
The
Banana.
spark is with this guy. What do you say to that?
Wait,
I hope I'm not too loud.
What now?
Worst game I've seen it. Really?
you say those things after you eat cooking of Manana. You tell by taste if Manana respect her tools or not.
Riku!
You can at least do that, right? You can't be in that much of a hurry.
I accept. Seem like I have no choice. As thanks for helping Tim Papa, I go along.
Tim Papa, you're
It's
a
a done
douche.
deal.
Manana is possible?
Manana can! Manana will not waste this chance!
Rooney isn't it for Coach. He isn't.
We
No,
made some new
don't,
friends.
don't tell me that.
Which one was it again?
Good night, Kara. Ordinary. So not so good.
Is this what you wanted?
So I need to go find a Whisper Tomato. Where the heck is Whisper Tomatoes? Hold up. So they're found in this region, the Caldassia region. Alright, so I get to just walk around until I find it. But 'tis the life. Where knock? Tomato. No, 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 no. I need a tomato that goes, hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. You are coral. You are coral. Coral? That kills people! The girl just needs a whisper tomato. A juicy melon? Not what I need. Me, I'm not tomato. I'm a potato. Tomato? No, you're a flower.
Whoa! Get a load of the sky!
Tomato. Tomato?
This was a nice find.
No, it's a peach though. Please don't see me, dinosaur. Please don't see me, dinosaur. Please don't see me, dinosaur. Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around! Tomato? See her, see her, see her, see her. Tomato? It's a yam. I don't want a yam. I want a tomato. I'm never gonna find this dude. Alright, I know what it's gonna want me to do. think I can try it. We'll try over here and see. Because it says it's in the Caldassia region. And I'm in the Caldassia region. Tomato. No. That's gonna be a fruit. That's gonna be a mushroom. A fluffy cloud ear. An egg seed. Hey, did you know that eggs have seeds? Wasabi.
This is something decent, right?
Just eat a tomato. A pink asparagus, but not a whisper tomato. That's it. Everybody here is required to whisper until I find a whisper tomato.
This was a nice find.
Is there a piranhas here? Hold up. There is. Where it be located? Listen, I need Jesus if I'm gonna find this. Let's see. It's in the middle of it, as shown on the map. So, in the middle of it, as shown on the map. Where's that one? It's off to the southwest of the main hill basin. Oh. Already got one. Where the sun don't shine. I'm where the sun doesn't shine. We got a taffeta lobster. southeast of Colony Mu. Colony Mu should be right here. No. Southeast. So. My boat here. Hi, boat. It said small island, southeast. Watch it not be here.
Better give it a good once over.
Twin Palm Island. Chocolate fruit. Blue sorghum. Blue sorghum.
Something so valuable here.
Whisper tomato!
Let's just sneak a peek. What are you hiding, little guy?
Anyway, back to where the sun doesn't shine. Am I too loud, by the way?
And off we go!
Dun 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 dun.
Let me just fix this.
Which one was it again? And finish!
What this?
This pride and joy of Manana. Please to feast eyes on it. Cerise Caprice Aqua Pazza.
This certainly is something.
Eat while still hot.
Yes, yes.
How is Manana as cook?
Well, did it not agree with you?
Oh no! Is Manana a terrible cook?
Come with Tim, Papa.
Where are you going?
We want to hear impressions of Manana's cooking.
No more yak-yakking, just follow.
Where is he taking us?
Manana not quite sure, but happy to blindly follow.
Manana not quite know, but happy to blindly follow. Oh.
Looks like we're all done.
I back you, freeze. Did I freeze? I sad. I was asking if I'm too loud or too soft. Or X, Y, and Z.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Here wise house of Tempapa.
This is more like a hidey hole than a house.
Correct. Lopon must live far from humans.
Are you sure you don't mind bringing us here?
Well, it's not good, but when this finish, I move house. I bring friends here to say thankings for meal. Cooking of Manana is not bad.
Oh, really?
But it also not good.
Oof. So it was bad.
It not tasty?
Taste was not bad, but that all. The problem is cooking utensils and making best use of cooking utensils.
Making best of utensils? But food of Manana should already be scrummy.
I love
Adequate
Riku.
scrummage. Not
I love
great.
Riku more than I love Ricky.
Not great.
Correct. Tempapa cannot allow food that is not great.
How can Manana become great?
I feel like his beard has changed like 5 different colors
It's
in
something
this
that cannot
entire
be taught.
interaction. It was brown, then it was red, then it was
Tempapa
white,
have
then it
lists
was
of
black.
things that friends ought
It's
to
beard,
fetch.
his mustache, beard, whatever.
So
cannot
now we're
make up
going
his
shopping.
mind.
And these things will make Manana's cooking even better.
Well, first go to see Samon and get particular thing.
You know Mr. Salmon?
Correct. Item is written on this paper. Samon will understand.
Manana and friends go obtain.
The other things can we collect? The findings should be.
Yes, understood. Riku and friends find things for Tempapa.
I've got questions, but if this makes dinner taste even better, there's no way I'm gonna pass up the chance.
It cannot be denied that Manana's cooking has been indispensable thus far.
Okay. Then let's go and pay Mr. Salmon a visit.
Tempapa's memo. Is there any way I can get to this area faster? There has to be another landmark here somewhere.
Many thankings in advance for collection of ingredients.
Well, no use whinging. Let's get to it.
If I do this right now. Guess not. I need to go to Samon. Where is he again? Samon's thing. Okay, so Lagoonite.
Is that, wonder if there's another way somewhere.
Okay, so it says, from the harbor where you first get the ship, head along the right side of the coast. Okay.
isn't worth our time.
This one looking at me funny. Hey, you! Gotcha!
Press our advantage.
Get you, Mio!
Extended! Hit them hard, guys!
Smooth as always, Noah. All right. Oh, demolition!
I see right!
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Don't just assume they're pushovers.
This
Don't
one looking
just
at me
assume
funny.
that they're pushovers.
Hit 'em over and over.
I'm the one you want.
Thanks.
Final say.
Demolition!
Top of foot. Wait!
Jay!
I'm the one you want.
Thanks for the support.
We've got them extended! Slap!
Breathing as one. I'm all for it.
Did you see me in action, Mimi? Sure I did, Sana. You look great. Don't just assume they're pushovers.
I'm so ready for this.
Press our advantage.
I hit it over and over, just saying. That's what I'm doing. I'm hitting it over and over again.
Overboard! Demolition!
We've got them pinned down! Break!
Eat it!
Extended! Slap!
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Yeah, I just need some more Lagoonite. Here? Ooh. It is.
What kind of place is this?
It's another thing to see it for yourself, eh?
Just try not to die, Neo.
What are you hiding, little guy?
This was a nice find!
Say anything if not perceptive.
Okay. I went to the left. I needed to have gone right. Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
Say anything if not perceptive.
done more.
I should have done more. I think I gotta find another spot.
Oh.
Malevolent Hollow.
I should write this all down.
Gotta keep nice and limber.
Well, shit. I need to find where Malevolent Hollow is. Oh, the map is loading. Okay. So I'm in the right spot.
Come on, who else? You think you're all that, do ya?
Shall we deal with this?
thing we found this.
We've never been here before.
Okay.
Hey, don't you think there's something off about this place?
Our Ouroboros powers, they're being suppressed.
Oh god, I just need one more.
Good thing we found this.
Might as well claim this.
I just need one more Lagoonite.
Is this like a rare thing?
Shall we deal with this? I can keep them occupied.
Getting dark already. Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Okay, so I've got... So I just gotta go to the city. Dun, 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 dun.
Why everyone come here together?
Riku and friends have request.
What is it?
A certain Noppon asked us to give this to you.
Right now it's busy time, even if give paper.
What? What is it?
You make this Tempapa?
Yes! It's Tempapa who asked us to do favour.
How'd you meet with him? He's unbelievable.
Is Tempapa a friend of yours?
Friend? That guy? Meh. He's
Is
nothing gained by such conversation.
He tell us to fetch certain item. Can you provide item?
As usual, he used Noppon for errand.
He make Manana apprentice in return.
Apprentice? What nonsense you thinking?
Tempapa legendary Sheffipon. It also precious ambition of Manana.
Sheffipon? He becomes Sheffipon when Samon not looking?
Huh? You didn't know?
He always show up out of blue to trade weird stuff. Recently, he not show up at all. Samon thought he most likely dead in ditch somewhere.
Bruh.
So, this what Tempapa want?
Oh, thanks.
Tell Tempapa this thing from me. It not kill Tempapa to bring things Samon like every once in while.
We tell him.
And tell him to bring back hard iron he take 2 years ago. And Samon's still waiting for payment for use of anvil.
Meh. How many things you want us to tell?
Everything. Audacity region. And then I found a way to make you laugh so. Fluid cranker. Son of a whore. You sold nothing. You sold nothing. Third time's the charm.
Huh? Hey, did you guys hear something?
I'm your guy.
All under control.
Yes, a mount this size may just suffice.
What is purpose of use?
Cooking on Manana. The problem is that it lacked tools, technique, and soul.
Now even more things missing.
To get best out of ingredients, must use condiments. And to get best from technique, needs special something.
Can teach special something?
That question? Wait here for Tick.
Just how long this going to take? Maybe he steal away goods and scarper with.
Who steal away and scarper with?
You.
I am standing up on with spotless reputation.
Manana thought Tempapa disappeared for good.
When old like me, you understand value of nap. Stay up all night is out of question.
So Tempapa just went away for taking nap?
Riku not about to
That right. Nap has revealed wisdom to Tempapa.
Oh? What this?
It a pot.
But Manana have one of those too.
Oh, I think not. Not pot like this. Sad to say, but pot of Manana cannot make up for lacking things.
It heavy-duty exclusive not-on-brand pot.
User choose tool of trade, it true, but also fact that tool choose user. Pot of Manana, shape become all warped from use in battle. Now it not quite perfect fit.
Mama, that was problem.
What is exact point of wielding cooking pot as weapon? That fly overhead of Tempapa, but that not all. How Manana is so careless with utensil, even when show such great promise as chefipon.
a chefy pon.
It's true! This pot suit Manana down to ground!
The more Manana cook with, the better Manana cook. Then even if used in battle, it not warp.
You give Manana cooking pot?
Cooking of Manana, not
Not
actually
actually
so
bad.
bad. But tools simply not able to keep up with level of skill. That make cooking sad, and utensils sad too.
Ah, so that's why her technique and tools aren't up to scratch.
That right? It's all question of feeling. Love is very important thing for technique and cooking.
What about teaching us some actual cooking?
What talking about now? Tempapa not especially so much of cook.
Word on Creepvine was Tempapa legendary chefy pon.
Tempapa just make new cooking utensil, nothing more. Cooking of meals, they just to make sure utensil work.
Meh. Then that mean Tempapa not actually legendary chefy pon?
Oh, I'm well
love
aware
Nopon.
that some Nopon call Tempapa that. Tempapa choose not to refute spreading rumor. That all there was to it.
What did you just say? Please tell me I misheard.
It nice feeling to be complimented. Pictured as cool lone Wonderpon.
Can't believe this.
It's okay. Manana not mind at all, Lance. Manana learn ins and outs of cookpot. To make cheapest of top food, having of best utensils is required. Manana would never realize this, if not learn lesson from Tempapa. That alone make Tempapa worthy of title of Masterpon. Only one thing left. Manana can't wait to get stuck in with making food.
Get pot used to fire nice and slow. That surefire secret to make cooking of Manana really shine.
Manana ready, all of technique and soul.
Also, spirit and personality.
Getting a bit much.
And pinch of motivation.
Man, tasty.
It's so different from before.
I could eat piles and piles of this. Yeah, how the spark can one pot change so much about a dish?
Warp of pot is warp of heart, and warp of heart is warp of cooking.
What?
Though it also plenty true that beloved tool will create beloved food.
But you still consider it unthinkable to wield as a weapon?
Truth be told, that part still rubbed Tempapa wrong way. But from initial impression of cooking, could tell Manana made with talent, without understanding of how to use tool. That was thing that really needed correction.
Is Tempapa eating well?
Tempapa only eat little, cannot gorge self like young buck.
Manana is making more, no fear.
Do Riku also have difficulty getting along with humans, like Tempapa?
There are many things one can only attain by cooperation and speak with others. If not travel with Noah and others, then not have chance to eat cooking of Manana now.
Indeed, Riku very strange, Nopon.
Or maybe the strange one is you, living out here like this.
This Nopon way of living.
Come. Everyone eat up nicely now.
Riku will have some.
Not forget to treat tools with care. That only thing friends must remember.
Manana promise.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
we could do with some food.
No time for sitting around. We go.
Gotta keep
This is
and
some
limber.
story.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Could you all come round for a second?
They really mess with me while fighting. I get you, Senna. I lose so much depth perception, I just can't get a good beat on my enemies sometimes. Granted, but if we're using them close to Mobius and Scene, there's really no other way. Right, we never know when an annihilation might occur. Even though the lost numbers don't wear their safe to take them all.
I think we need to discuss this.
Tyon, can I bother you? I need to discuss something with you. Could you come by Colony Lambda? That is, when you have a free moment. I would hate to inconvenience. Yes, understood. We'll be there. Alright. Ba-na-na-na. Side story. Tyon! There's a Tyon. I can't skip travel right there.
Okay, good as new.
Well, it's fine. I'll just travel to the city myself.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Let's lay out the facts.
Oops, no, not really. Let a girl have her hobbies, will ya? That's right, if they grow near the city as well, then we could have a little excursion one day.
Noah! Hey, how's tricks?
We're doing fine here, Boliaris. And you?
Same old, same old. Though we're not getting any provisions from home, so our supply guys are being run ragged.
Any requests for us? I don't imagine you called just to shoot the breeze.
No. Good point. Got a bit of info to share with you.
Yeah?
Specifically, it's about Colony 5.
Oh?
Colony 5? I remember something about them being pretty highly ranked.
Yeah. We only happened to hear by chance, but apparently they made gold just the other day. Or so it seems, but we're not sure.
Oh? Go on.
Last time a colony went gold? I think it was about 40 years ago. When you go gold, you're pardoned from fighting. That's why everybody busts their balls trying to rank up.
That sounds pretty familiar.
Thing is, we're not even hearing a peep about this from the other colonies. It's as if they're acting like Colony 5 never existed to start with. I've tried getting in direct contact with them, but I haven't heard a fart back.
You think something happened?
Well, the woman in charge of Colony 5, or Solia, was close friends with our commander.
With Ethel?
To give you some background, some 2 years after the commander got us to Silver, well, Solia managed it as well. Kamaravi might have been Ethel's rival, but Osolia and Ethel, they were sworn friends.
What, so... if it wasn't for the thing with Kamaravi, you all would have made it to gold rank?
I guess you could say it was likely.
Then, I can see why you'd be worried.
Yup. So I was thinking of going to take a look. Been 6 days since we lost contact. If there's been some accident, we could still be able to help.
Are you sure that's a good idea? You got no flame clocks. What if you end up like us?
We'll get the spark out of there before that happens. But I'm talking about Osolia here. I ain't just gonna leave her. And if the commander was here, she'd do the exact same thing.
I really want to help out on this.
Whoa!
Uni? Seems out of the blue.
Well, you see...
What the... Why didn't you tell us this sooner? Gotta share this stuff.
Sorry. I just didn't really believe it.
So, what you're saying is, you think that in the past you were attached to a gold rank colony?
Could be. This ain't some ash about wanting to know my past self or anything. A whole colony just fell to pieces. I have to know why.
You reckon Mobius have something to do with it?
With what I saw, definitely.
So that's why. All right. We'll help you out.
No, I mean... Are you sure? You know, I'd be glad for the help here, sure, but I really wouldn't want...
Oh, enough of this already. Tell me this isn't exactly what you were hoping for.
Saw through my clever ruse, eh? Must be losing my touch.
I've seen that memory too, when interlinking with Uni. And I guarantee you it was not a dream. I'm certain of it.
True. I feel the same. What do you two think?
No objections. Let's head out.
Yeah. I want to lend a hand as well.
I want to lend a
There you
hand as
go.
well.
Okay.
I owe you one, mate. Seems like I'm always getting you in trouble.
It's fine, Boliaris. We do have an obligation here, right?
Man, not to forget all that food you gave us. Oh yeah, I remember you took seconds.
Righto. I'll be moving out after this. Let's rendezvous around here.
The Orion Trail. Understood. We'll give our stuff a once-over, then get going.
All right. See you there.
Yeah. See you.
Noah? Friends make journey to Goldie Colony?
Yep. That's the plan.
Then, humbly asking to drag Manana along.
No problem. But why?
Manana heard rumorings. Say that Goldie colonies have super real good ingredients lying around. Manana will take these ingredients. Resulting dishes will blow both socks and minds.
Trying to expand the old repertoire. Eh, Manana?
Expand!
That'd be really great, actually. Okay. Don't know why I'd ever refuse.
Manana, if you're going...
Rikugo. Naturalistic. Only answer is yes.
I just said I won't refuse. We can all go.
Manana. Manana. Side story Uni.
I see some relations have changed.
Whoops!
Everyone, I'm sorry.
Whoops!
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
I will find the ladder, damn it. Okay, no, I think it's this ladder. These ladders over here, then.
Let me check. It appears we can pass through here.
Let's use this. It's good to keep a record.
Oh god, don't fall.
That smarts. Wonder what's inside.
Just looking for more people to join in. Who cares as long as we're having fun, right? Don't be such a stick in the mud. Anyway, you made it. You're grown up, aren't you? Yay! Thank you. Very well. GG explain rules. These clues lead to 3 boxes which are all in the city. Each person follow 1 clue and bring box here, okay? What What exactly are these boxes? Ba-na-na-na.
Good to add more names. Good to add more names. Ugh, that smarts. I see some relations have changed. Ugh, that smarts.
I'm gonna get all the quests. To the medical facility and forget about all other quests. Ah ha 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 ha. This one. Have you seen it before?
I see some relations have changed. Huh.
I've only got one heavy pomegranate. That's funny.
Let's use this.
Ah, fuck.
Spots.
Oh?
Got it all memorized.
Man.
Wonder what's inside. That smarts.
Or was it above Memorial Hall? Is that why I'm a dumbass? How many of these are there? GG think this is last one. How can you be so sure? Because TG no answer the clue. Founder Lake torpedo wrap.
Good to add more names. There's so much choice.
Now everything ready. Drum drum.
It's good to keep a record.
You what? It's night time already?
Aww. Azalea. Alone, I can't get any more lonely than this. Mom got ill and Dad hasn't come home from battle yet. I hate being left behind.
Good to add
That
more
was a
names.
fun quest to end on. I'm gonna switch my hero real quick and
Sure,
see
I can lend you a hand.
if it adds another.
I see some relations have changed. It's good to keep a record.
Okay. Here's where I'm gonna end stream for now, because I do actually have to get to bed soon. If you join towards the end of the stream and you're not 100% sure what's going on, don't worry. You can catch up on the streams. I am starting to export all my streams after I finish streaming to YouTube, so you can continue to watch the streams just afterwards. Or rewatch them at your own pleasure. Just wanted to let you know. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this content, if you've enjoyed my content, please hit that follow button. If you're filthy rich and wish to support my noodle addiction and my stream on the side, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, because you'll get notifications when I post new videos. Ha 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 ha. Hits the follow button. Heck yeah! Anyway, I don't know when I'm gonna be live again. It's most likely going to be on Tuesday night, because tomorrow I'm gonna play some games with friends, and then I close on Monday, so most likely Tuesday night I will be live. I'll try not to beat Xenoblade. I'll try to beat it on stream so y'all can see my heart be ripped out of my chest. Anyway, I love your beautiful faces. Get some motherfucking sleep, and I shall see you in the next stream. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. 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 Night.